Hello, everyone. So I'm already in Israel, and in exactly 2 days and 20 hours, we will be holding our fourth annual 2021 Nadlan Expo Israel investor conference, where dozens of real estate investors are gathering together to share knowledge and do some networking. So I'm happy to say that today we have a special investor, Sean Block, which is the co-founder and partner in Capitalis. So why won't we have Sean join us? But before that, let me tell you a bit about Sean. So Sean Block, founder and managing partner at Capitalis Real Estate Investments. Over a decade ago, after working as an engineer in a big American high-tech company, decided to purchase his first investment property in Europe. Today, together with his partner, Yackov Gidali, hold and manage hundreds of residential properties in a number of locations in Florida, USA, and expert in management of low-risk passive income producing residential investments. So let me welcome Sean Block. Hello, Sean. How are you?
Hey, how are you,
Great
Leo?
having you here. I'm great. I'm great. It's so glad having you here. We're so happy that you're joining our conference. So first of all, why won't you tell us what your company is doing these days?
Um, it's I'm glad to be here and take part in the expo. Our company is Capitalis. We've been focusing for the last almost 12 years on passive investments through residential real estate throughout of Florida. Our main objective is purchasing or building or renovating residential properties, single-family homes. It could be condos, townhouses, single families on separate, pieces of land to keep for long term and manage them over the period of time, or the holding period of time. This is something that we've grown into and um, learned over the years how to do it effectively, how to do it safely, how to maximize returns through effective management of the real estate. If it's from the building stage through the management of the tenancy, how to maximize a rental property, how to make sure that it runs properly, how not to get into the pitfalls that so many of today's investors are having surprises, if you can call it that, during the time that they hold on to properties without being professional investors. It's much more complex. We are the what you call a full one-stop shop that allow our investors to be passive investors from the couch without any real real estate experience, but having the backing of a real estate company that's you can call your real estate buddy, if I may.
All right, that's amazing. And we're so happy that you're one of our speakers at our expo. And actually, we wanted to hear from you a bit about your lecture. So why won't you give us a few points on what are you going to talk about in our expo?
Sure, sure. First of all, I see there's a whole list of interesting lectures. My talk is going to be focusing on a little bit about how we have utilized some core principles in making sure that real estate investments, our flavor of real estate investments, have been optimized to be safe. About 2-3 years back, even last year before the COVID, I used to call our investments recession-proof investments. Nobody knew what the next recession or virus or COVID around the corner. Nobody was dreaming about it. But the term recession-proof investments in Hebrew, it sounds a little bit better. Nadlan Chasin Mashber. But this is a phrase that I used over and over and over again, and I try to teach how to make the real estate investment bulletproof. And in the 15th of March, when the world started falling apart, I was on my way back from a flight in Portugal. Flights were cut off. I was almost stranded.
Wow.
That term that I used on multiple occasions, multiple lectures, became a reality, and we saw how the principles fell into place in reality after the COVID hit. Flight stopped, students went home, tourists disappeared, and people stopped paying rent all over the States. And those principles are not only to safeguard against maybe a COVID virus or a health crisis, but any other potential crisis that can come along, and also the changes that are happening in the world today, which I also talk a little bit about how the world's changing, how it's affecting the real estate, and what we need to look out for.
All right, that's amazing. And actually, we've been sold out, but we just spoke before our interview that we might be looking to see if it's possible to extend the hall because of the huge demand and the great amount of amazing speakers that we're having. That Sean is one of them. So, we are currently checking. Maybe we can add a few seats for you guys, whoever couldn't get in time into our convention. We will update, of course, online on the forum, in the email, etc. So it's great having you with us. Really excited to meet you in the expo, to hear your lecture, to see you in person. And it's really happening. We lost last year, unfortunately, because of COVID. But this year we said no more. Let's get back to business. People want to see each other, not just through Zoom, and they want to actually, be present in a place that going to have great content. And as you can see in our website, nadlanexpo.com, if you go to the agenda, you're going to see what lineup of amazing speakers we have, and of course Sean is one of them. So we are so we're so glad that you joined us. And all right, so we're going to see you in exactly 2 days. So 2 days and 20 hours. All right, see you soon in the expo. So thank you so much for being
Thank you. Take care.
All right, thank you everyone for being with us. Goodbye.